So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about neighborhoods, what you should look for and what to avoid, so that way you can live a better, higher quality of life. Again, this is information you don't want to miss, especially if you're buying a home here in the Central Texas area, and we'll talk to y'all soon. So welcome back, y'all. If this is the first time to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified about what's going on here in the Central Texas market. Again, my name is Jacob Martinez, and I'm here with the Living in Central Texas channel. And today we're going to be talking about part 2 of neighborhoods, what to ask, what questions to ask, so that way you can live a better quality of life, right? Once you move or make your move here to the area. So today, let's continue talking with parks, recreation, and lifestyle. So how many parks, walking trails, green spaces are in the area? Are there any community amenities like pools, tennis courts, or golf courses? So obviously we're in Harker Heights right now. We're at the community park in Harker Heights. So there's a lot of many walking trails here in the area. As you can see, I'm on one right now. And yes, there are communities here that do have pools, like amenities. We also have a few golf courses within the area. So we do have those things, especially for those of you that like to go swimming or bring the kiddos to go and play with the other neighborhood kids, right? Are there any gyms, yoga studios, recreational centers nearby? Are there dog parks, right? Right here, this is a dog park as well. As you guys can see, behind me, there's benches, there's tables, because people want to come walk on these trails. They want to take a day out. And if I do sound a little fatigued, I do apologize. I'm a little bit out of shape. But this is why I want to bring you guys along, right? So I can do exercise and talk with you guys at once. Kill two birds with one stone. So also, what kind of outdoor activities are popular in this neighborhood, right? So every little town here is going to have their annual festival. So let's say Copper's Cove, for example, every year in the month of May, they have what's called the Rabbit Fest. It's known as a Rabbit Fest. It's like an old school carnival type theme where they bring machines, popcorn, and, you know, cotton candy, and they have a lot of different vendors that sell you hot dogs and barbecue and stuff like that. It's very nice. It's like what you see in the movies, right? So they do have that here. Now, another big thing when looking at neighborhoods, you want to talk about the real estate market and investment potential. And here's why. What is the current price range for homes in this neighborhood? Okay, so you always have to make sure, what is your budget? Can you afford the property that you're moving into, right? What has the appreciation rate been over the past 5 to 10 years? Well, over the past 5 years, I can tell you, appreciation rate nationally has been around 5%, which is way above the norm of 2% year over year. So is the area experiencing growth or development? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys this, life is not getting any cheaper, okay? We have Texas in general is getting inundated with people from California, New York, so anywhere from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, people are coming to Texas because we have no state income tax, and the properties and lifestyle is way cheaper than where they are, okay? So Texas is booming, especially all the towns that are close to or right on I-35, which is the main vein of Texas that goes north all the way up to Canada and south all the way to the border with Mexico. So Texas is in a very majestic, if you will, put it that way. And the GDP here is just growing. There's so many jobs, people are coming in, but with that, also the prices are going up, okay? So life's not getting any cheaper. The longer you wait, the more you're gonna have to pay, okay? What are the property taxes like compared to nearby areas? So I know that here within Bell County in Texas, the average is about 2.5% to 2.6% tax rate, but that differs within city to city, okay? So, but that's about the average, okay? Another thing, are there any HOA fees and what do they cover? So in your neighborhood, you may have properties that do not have HOA right? So that's a good thing if you don't want to live in an HOA area. But properties that are being made brand new, unfortunately, a lot of these new development areas, they're all being made with HOA now. So if you don't want to live in an HOA area, then maybe moving into a brand new home in one of these new suburbs, within these new suburbs, is not going to be ideal for you. Okay, so what is the average price per square foot? So within here, the area price per square foot hovers around 150 to 155. Okay. Also, are homes selling quickly, or do they tend to sit on the market? Well, as of the making of this video, I'm going to tell you guys that the current president is doing some changes. And for the past couple of years, since I would say mid 2022, all the way up until now, the market nationally has been kind of stagnant, right? Yes, people have been buying, yes, people have been selling, but the market has kind of been a little bit of flatlined. With the current president that just came in, okay, with the things that he's doing, as of the making of this video, the Federal Reserve Bank has lowered the interest rate, which means that people are going to be getting offered from the banks, obviously according to the credits, if the credit is good and all that stuff, but they're going to be offered lower interest rates to get loans. And within the last week, I have seen a significant increase in showings and people coming out of the market. So hopefully, if this trend keeps going, we may see the area rising again to where people are going to be overbidding, having competitions, right, with other clients that want to be buying homes. So if you're looking for a property, you better jump on it now, because once these interest rates keep dropping, hopefully that's the case, many of you guys are going to be in a bidding war with others. So get a great deal now while you can. How strong is the rental market in this area? Oh, here, guys, that's no question about it. Why? Because we have the military base. We have Fort Cavazos. And so you have a lot of soldiers and a lot of families that come. They only want to rent. They don't want to buy because they're going to be here temporarily. And so many of them don't buy property. So the rental market here is super strong. So if you decide to buy a property here and you don't want to sell it because you're PCSing out and you would like to keep it, well, you can and rent it out. Okay. So another thing, let's talk about infrastructure and development. Are there any major upcoming developments that could impact property values? Yes. So here in Killeen, they just bought about 250 acres and they're putting up a Dave & Buster's, and they're putting up all different types of shops and restaurants there. So with increase of population growth, the demand is here. They're finally coming around to it. But with that also, property taxes may go up a little bit more just to, you know, kind of wash the expenses for that. Is the area prone to construction or rezoning? Well, I would say everything around I-35 is going to be always under construction. And we have Texas memes here where 25 years later, the construction crew is still in the same spot, because sometimes that's just how it feels. Because just like I said, Texas is just booming, guys. And the great exponential growth is just expanding here in the area. So we're trying to keep up with the demand, but it's just too much. So how well maintained are the roads, street lights, and public spaces? Well, if you're in the city, most of the time, that's nothing to worry about. But if you're in the backwoods, right? If you're in the boonies, out in the sticks, out in the country, well, you are going to be driving through some very, 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 very dark areas. So I suggest that you always carry a lamp or a little light, right? Make sure that you're always safe out there. So are there any city improvements planned? So new highways, public transportation, commercial centers, yes, that's on the way. Right here, we have a main road called 195, which connects you to I-35 going down to Austin or up to Waco. And so the I-95 is now expanding. Supposedly there may be some tolls that they're going to be adding to it. Who knows? I mean, I'm not sure, but that is what it is. Are there any concerns about development or rising density? Some people, especially the locals that have been here since the 80s and and 90s, been here for a while. They're kind of worried that pretty much the development is overtaking and the expansion and prices are increasing. So that southern old school lifestyle is not dead, it's still here. But with the increasing demand of people moving into the state, we just got to keep up, right? So unfortunately, inflation also happens. So everything just gets a little bit more expensive. Now, here's a big one. Let's talk about the next topic: safety and crime rates, right? What are the crime rates like compared to other parts of the city? So you're going to have within the city itself, you're going to have some areas, well, that may not be the greatest, but then you also have areas that are a little bit more secluded, a little bit more private. So it just depends, right? And if you want to look at the crime stats, just Google it, or maybe even call your police of the area, right? And find out. So is there a neighborhood watch or active law enforcement presence? Yes, you're gonna see in some neighborhoods that there is a neighborhood watch, right? You're gonna have people that are gonna make sure that everything that's there, or that everyone that's in there or driving by the area maintains the safety and security so that the people that live there will be all right, okay? What security features do the communities offer, and are there any online crime maps, police reports available for references? Yes, like I said, you can do a simple online search, or you can call your Department of Police. So guys, for today's episode, this was part 2, and I hope you enjoyed these questions. And I know that I may be rushing a little bit, or it may feel that way, but I just want to give you the heads up. I just want to try to provide value. Please leave any comments, whether they're good, bad, or the ugly. It doesn't matter to me. I still read them. And what is it that you guys would like for me to talk about? And also, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, send us an email, shoot us a text, or let's jump on a Zoom link if you're interested moving to or from the area. Talk to you all soon. Take care.